Welcome to the World Wire Update. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon for more updates and thrilling short scenes. The Philippines, a nation of over 7,000 islands, famed for its beauty and culture. But beneath the surface, a different treasure may lie. Vast, untapped reserves of oil and natural gas. Some experts believe these resources could be worth trillions of dollars. This isn't just about energy. It's about a future that could redefine the nation and shift regional power. Imagine a country long dependent on imported fuel, suddenly discovering it's sitting on a gold mine. For decades, the Philippines has struggled with energy security and volatile oil prices. The discovery of significant domestic reserves could change everything: energy independence, economic boom, and a new global standing. But this treasure is buried deep, under layers of political complexity and geopolitical tension. Geological surveys and initial explorations have pointed to these massive deposits for years. The numbers being discussed are staggering, enough to place the Philippines among the world's energy players. Unlocking this treasure could lift millions out of poverty, or ignite disputes simmering for decades. The journey to tap this wealth is fraught with challenges: investment, technology, and diplomacy. The world is watching. Will the Philippines turn this black gold into a golden age? Or will it remain a dream beneath the waves? Today, the questions surrounding this hidden wealth are more urgent than ever. So, where is this treasure? Mostly beneath the disputed waters of the South China Sea or West Philippine Sea. The Reed Bank, about 85 nautical miles west of Palawan, is believed to be the crown jewel. Geological data suggests it could be a supergiant field, one of the largest on the planet. The entire West Philippine Sea is hydrocarbon-rich, with proven sites like the Malampaya gas field already powering Luzon. But Malampaya's reserves are dwindling, making new exploration a national necessity. These resources are hidden both physically, deep beneath the seabed, and politically, in contested waters. Extracting them requires expensive, specialized technology and international partnerships. The Reed Bank and other areas are claimed by multiple countries, especially China. Beijing's sweeping claims overlap with the Philippines' exclusive economic zone, freezing exploration. The treasure is locked in a geopolitical standoff, inaccessible despite its known location. How large are these reserves? The numbers are staggering. The U.S. Energy Information Administration estimates the South China Sea may hold 11 billion barrels of oil and 190 trillion cubic feet of natural gas. A significant portion is believed to lie within the Philippines' claimed territory, especially the Reed Bank. At today's prices, the natural gas alone could be worth over $1 trillion. Some projections place the total value at several trillion dollars, enough to transform the nation's economy. Unlocking even a fraction could double or triple the Philippines' GDP in coming decades. These reserves would place the Philippines among the world's top natural gas holders. This isn't just extra fuel. It's a resource that could power the nation for a century and make it a major exporter. The scale of the prize elevates the dispute to global economic and strategic importance. The trillion-dollar question: who gets to cash the check? With so much at stake, why hasn't the Philippines tapped in? The answer: a web of technological, financial, and political hurdles. Deep water exploration is one of the world's most expensive, high-risk industries. A single well can cost over $100 million, with no guarantee of success. The Philippines lacks the capital and technology, relying on foreign investment from multinational energy giants. But these companies are risk-averse, especially with the ongoing territorial dispute with China. No one wants to invest billions in a project threatened by geopolitical conflict. China's maritime presence and aggressive claims create toxic uncertainty for investors. Internal political challenges, bureaucracy, shifting policies, and regulatory instability add to the difficulty. The treasure remains locked because the keys are held by many hands, not all willing to turn them. If the Philippines could unlock these resources, the benefits would be transformative. Energy independence would stabilize prices, lower costs, and free up billions for investment. A domestic oil and gas industry would create tens of thousands of jobs, not just on rigs, but across construction, logistics, and services. New infrastructure, ports, pipelines, processing plants would spur national growth. Revenues from taxes and royalties could fund world-class hospitals, schools, and highways. Imagine a sovereign wealth fund, like Norway's, investing for future generations. This wealth could lift millions from poverty and create a more equitable society. On the global stage, the the Philippines would gain new diplomatic leverage and a stronger voice. It would become a key player in the energy market, not just a bystander. This is the dream, a nation transformed, empowered, and prosperous, but the path is anything but easy. The path to this golden dream is fraught with peril. The most immediate risk: conflict. The West Philippine Sea is aggressively claimed by China. Any unilateral drilling could trigger international incidents, from diplomatic protests to direct confrontation. The risk of military clash is real, deterring progress. Internally, there's the resource curse, where sudden wealth fuels corruption, inequality, and instability. Without transparent management, revenues could enrich only a few, leaving the majority behind. Environmental risks are also grave. Deep water drilling is risky. A spill could devastate one of the world's most biodiverse marine ecosystems. Such a disaster would cripple fishing and tourism, vital to the economy. Over-reliance on oil and gas could make the economy vulnerable to global price swings, a phenomenon known as Dutch disease. When prices crash, the entire economy could suffer. Diversifying the economy and investing wisely is crucial to avoid these traps. The pursuit of black gold must not destroy the nation's blue and green treasures. The stakes are high, and the margin for error is slim. The Philippines stands at a crossroads, facing two possible futures. One path leads to transformation, energy independence, economic growth, and a respected place on the world stage. Norway's example shows how resource wealth, managed wisely, can benefit generations. But there's also the risk of the resource curse, as seen in countries like Venezuela and Nigeria, where wealth led to corruption and instability. The key is wise, transparent governance and strong institutions. It requires a diplomatic foreign policy and a commitment to environmental protection. This is a monumental task, demanding unity, vision, and political will. If managed well, these resources could change not just the Philippines but the region. A stable, prosperous, energy-secure Philippines would be a pillar of stability in Asia. As a new supplier of cleaner energy, it could help others transition away from coal. The future beckons. If the Philippines can navigate this tightrope, a new golden age may dawn for the Pearl of the Orient.